All right, YouTube, Saturday afternoon. Been out in the shop. I don't know if this is fogging up or it's just a screen. It's hard to say. Been out the shop most of the day. The Chevelle is fixing to run. I had a few other maintenance items. Boy finished redoing his power steering pump again. Finished doing his power steering pump for the second time. Let me say that. Now he's gone to working on his four-wheel. Fuel pump give up on the red car. I think it's been ailing for quite a while. And with the FI Tech, it kind of hides it because there's a reservoir of fuel, but it got so bad where it wasn't even filling the reservoir and thing couldn't do right. So maintenance items, and now we're ready to fire the Chevelle and drive it on its own power. Another power steering pump leaking all over the place. Just re-O-ringed it. Got the brakes bled, and I think we're gonna move it over onto the lift, put some mufflers on it. It's about ready. All right, YouTube. Fuel pump time. So, some of you might recognize this as my FI Tech fuel pod. Just replaced the FI Tech fuel pump with this new Aeromotive fuel pump. Ran some new pigtails. Not sure why they want those so terribly long, but they are. Also did some other mods to it, in that I removed the float assembly, which used to work this needle and seat here. I also removed the screw in the side where it's cross drilled to make sure that even though there's nothing closing that seat, that it has another way to get out so fuel can enter without restriction. And then on what used to be the vent, you can see it there, I took the filter, which was a bronze screen, and I drilled it out enough times till it disappeared, and it is no longer a restriction on the vent side. So, per some internet research, the vent will now be a return line to the tank. The mechanical fuel pump that I put on the red car the other day has a return line in it as well, and when this would close on the low side, needle and seat would close, then the pump would return to the tank all by itself. And I'm going to plug that third line on the pump and use that line going back to the tank for this port, and because of that, it should continually circulate fuel through this can, hopefully keeping it somewhat cooler than what the man say in the article, the Chernobyl reactor core temperature that this thing used to reach, which is why these pumps burn up. No, I'll have to get back with you and let you know if it works, but I got high hopes that it'll work. Got a trip coming up, you know. Okay, there it is. I tidied up the wires, shortened them up a good bit. This is now my Aeromotive 140 gallon per hour, 60 psi. What is Aeromotive 340 pump? I probably told you the wrong specs. It's now installed. I'm going to put it in my pod, see if it cured what ails it. Sounds a little noisy, don't it? Okay, so the youngest Milky and I, oh, if you can see him there, hi. We're out for a ride in red car, Monte Carlo. Say Monte Carlo. There you go. That works good. So we're out cruising around. We've had the fuel pump issues. Big mountain trip coming up in a few weeks. Gonna be loading up all of the Milkies in it, so we'll make sure it's gonna roll without leaving us stranded as it has done here recently. So we're just out cruising. Alright, so FYI, I've been driving now for a little while. Boy's still with me, and probably been 20-25 miles. Made one stop, car started right back up, and seems to be functioning properly. So I think it's entirely possible that I may have cured what ailed it. I was really pleased with how this fuel injection system was doing. It was starting good, and it runs great with it on. Every fuel mixtures are spot on, and then it just started not doing right, started not wanting to start, and then of course the times it left me stranded on the side of the road twice, 2 weeks in a row, was not very proud of, but I think it was just needing a little bit of love. This car don't get driven a whole bunch, well, cars don't like to sit, so maybe I'll do some more driving in it.